Hi quilting friends, I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window and welcome to our final week of our quilt along called Carol. Carol is this beautiful quilt that is behind me, and for last 4 weeks we have been having so much fun making center blocks, flower blocks, and today a final little touch, a little borders. We have some inner border, then pieced border, another inner border, and outer border in the quilt. I'm going to be showing you all of the things to enjoy and make the easiest way to make those borders. Now, if you're just joining us in, this quilt is made from our collection called Lighthouse. Lighthouse is a collection I designed for Andover, and it's available on our website. We do have a beautiful pattern called Carol that you can also get on our website, as well as we have the most beautiful kit full of gorgeous fabrics that will give you everything you need to make this beautiful quilt. And you can watch our videos for extra tips. We had so much fun. So many of you are making the quilt. I hope you, if you're just joining us in, you decide to make this quilt and enjoy it. So today it's the borders. For inner border, all that I did is I took a small strip and I sewed it to the left and the right and the top and the bottom of my quilt. This strip of inner border is the same color than my background. Why did I do that? Because I didn't want my tips of my flowers to touch my pieced border, and I want to give myself just a little bit margin to my next border. The next border is made from strips too. All that I did is I took a light strip and a dark strip and I sewed them together just like this. I pushed my seam allowance towards the dark. Then I made a second strip set with dark in the middle and two lights on each side. Look at that. This time I also push my seam allowance towards the dark. Now, once I made my strip sets and press them, all that I have to do is grab my ruler and start cutting. And I'm cutting 1.5 inch units. I want to show you how I cut because I always make sure I have my line right here matching with my strips, just centered up nicely to make sure that I do nice cuts like this. It's very easy to just match the side or match the top and something goes crooked and then you don't have a nice strip units. You want to match a line in your ruler with the edge of your center strip. All right, another cut. You're gonna be cutting quite a few of those from both of the strip sets, because later on we're gonna be laying them out around the quilt for a beautiful design. And I'm gonna start with this one, place this one, then the next one. This and this is the same piece, it's just rotate. Do you see what I'm doing? Then I put another one of those in between and keep building this way to create a zigzag image to go around my border. And in the pattern you have detailed directions, how many you need and how to lay them out. Then I'm gonna start sewing my units together, and I don't know why I love sewing them to sets of 3. Look at this. This is first set of 3, second set of 3. Notice it almost become like a grouping. This one is not the same than this one. Notice it is mirror image, so don't make bunch of those. You need it to make sure you have the left, middle, right, and keep going this way. This you can put it later on right here as you're building your border, but I like to sew them to sets of 3. Now what I did is I did first seam allowance push towards dark, but my second seam allowances I did open it up for nice and smooth feel of my borders. Once I have my borders sewn into one row, I'm gonna sew it to the top of the quilt. Then my side border, I have an additional square that I placed it, and then I sewed it and added to my quilt. As soon as you finish your inner borders, that's right here, let me show you. And here, this is the directions that you're gonna need, how to make that inner border. You're gonna make 4 of them for each side, remember? So once you have your pieced border sewn in, then you're gonna go ahead and sew another little inner border right out here, just to give another little margin so that zigzag flows really nice in your quilt. Then the last thing you have to do is just sew your outer border, and that again is super simple, top, bottom, left, right, and you're gonna be done in no time, and you are ready to put final touches into your beautiful quilt. What that means, your bedding, backing, and quilting stitches. For my quilt, I chose 2 edge-to-edge quilt design, a feather design and a braid design. Feather and a braid, and I alternate them. On the outside edges, I put a little scallops to just finish it up with a delicate touch. Then, once my quilt was quilted, I added binding to it, and now we can all enjoy the quilt. I hope this quilt alone has brought some joy to you, and you have made a wonderful quilt called Carol. If you just keep going, remember, you have time, don't rush through it, enjoy the process, and I wish you happy quilting. And if you guys need anything, please email us at support@laundrybasketquilts.com for more information and any other things that you need. Happy quilting!